Let me start this video by saying who this video is for, because when it comes to psychology, when it comes to mental health, it's not one size fits all. So what I'm about to say does not apply to everybody. This applies to people who are prone to depression, people who are prone to low self-worth, people who have a tendency to blame themselves, even in situation where it's not appropriate to blame yourself completely. So once now that's out of the way, let me get into the video. Why you are a people pleaser, why you are the way you are. You might feel the need to go out of your way to please others, to put other people's needs before yours constantly, consistently, to the point where it is detrimental to you. You might be in this place because there's a possibility that you might have a schema of defectiveness. A schema or a core belief of defectiveness is when a person believes that there's inherently something wrong with them, that somehow they were created wrong. Everybody else functions perfectly fine, but somehow you were created defectively. If you want to think about machines, right? A person with a schema of defectiveness believes that they're the defective machine that just quite doesn't function right. You know, everybody else is perfectly fine. They're functioning right. They're okay. But the person with the schema of defectiveness believes that there's something internally wrong. Something is not quite right. But this is a false core belief. This is a false negative core belief. Nobody's defective. Human beings are not defective. We're flawed. Of course, we are flawed. But defectiveness is not a thing. You are not a defective human being. You're flawed, just like everybody else. This core belief of defectiveness, or feeling that somehow you are just wrong, everybody else is okay and you are just wrong, comes from, let me say could, because these are theories. I don't want anybody to latch onto this and think this is the absolute truth. In psychology, we have a lot of theories, right, that we go off of. And what I'm talking about right now is behavioral theory. It comes from cognitive behavioral therapy. This tendency of thinking that you're defective could stem from receiving excessive criticism when you were a child. Let's say you had a parent, a caregiver, an authority figure, it could be anybody, or just society in general, who was very excessively, unrealistically critical of you and made you believe that somehow no matter what you did, it was just wrong. No matter how you functioned, you were just wrong. The way you dressed, the things that you liked, the color that you liked, the kind of cake that you liked, the flavor of ice cream that you liked, was just somehow wrong, right? And you received excessive criticism. Directly, indirectly, it doesn't matter. It could be in the form of, let's say you picked your favorite outfit as a child, right? And then your caregiver said, oh, you're gonna wear that? So that's indirect, but it's still, you form this schema that, oh shoot, who I am is not right. Who I am is not going to be accepted. And so you form this schema of being defective, and how you make up for it is by extra nice to people, is by going out of your way to prove that you are not defective, to prove that you are not bad, by being extra good, even in situations where it's not appropriate, even in situations where boundaries are absolutely required. Okay, I hope this was helpful. And once again, this video is not for everybody. This video is just for people who are prone to self-criticism more than the normal person. People who are prone to self-blame, excessive self-blame, unrealistic self-blame, unrealistic self-criticism. This video is for those people. How do you move forward? I invite you to challenge that belief of being defective. I invite you to challenge that belief of somehow being wrong or bad or defective. I invite you to really challenge that because it's not the truth.